welcome back to my channel. As you can see, today I am beat a little bit. If you want to see how I achieve this look using a little bit of Fenty, of course, Your Skin But Better, this amazing highlighter that I just tried for the first time that is not Fenty, and this Saharan makeup palette by Juvias Pallett. Check it out, these beautiful colors. Stay tuned, stick around, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and we will learn makeup together. We will try makeup together, and we will just do this thing. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so let's get started. So first we're gonna prime our face with, of course, this Fenty primer, because when I do prime my face, I typically just use Fenty because this feels lightweight. Of course not sponsored, but it does feel lightweight and it feels like the makeup sticks better to my skin. I prime my face. Now sometimes let me try to find my 400, because of course I'm a little darker in the summer, lighter in the winter, right? And as of late I've been getting a lot of sun just because I've been taking my daughter like everywhere in Texas, and it is hot as Hades here. Like, I think the other day it was like 102 degrees, if I'm not mistaken. Like, holy Jesus. And you guys, I'm like super excited because I just ordered, not just, but I ordered a couple days ago the Juvias Pallett foundation and concealer. Where I live, Ulta is acting super bougie, so they don't know, from what they've been telling me, if they're gonna get the foundation. And why I don't like ordering off of Juvia's website is because you can't do returns, and their customer service isn't all that great sometimes. So yeah, so I was hoping to get it off of Ulta in store so I can swatch, but I ended up getting it after calling around and talking to some people at the store. I ended up just ordering it offline based off of other people's swatches. I think I may have ordered a tad darker than I am, but hopefully it'll balance out because of the summer. My little suntan that I'm getting. All right, so now that we're done, I think I did a pretty good job, considering this is, of course, Fenty foundation, which is all I've been using since I've stopped using Kat Von D, but before, Kat Von D was like my full coverage go-to foundation. I used the translucent medium deep setting powder, and I just take half of this. Of course, you can see what's the dark half and the light half. So this La Mercier little powdering brush. I just take that and sort of lightly set this powder. And for me, it makes it look photo finish, in my opinion. And it also like dries it out, because if I don't use this, it looks super wet. And when I touch my face, it leaves like an indent, and then the like foundation scrapes off. So that's why I use this powder. But like I said, it is like 190 degrees here, so you know, she's gonna be holding on for dear life. So next I get some of this Tarte Shape Tape, of course, the #1 concealer, until I try that Juvia's Place. And I just set under my eye. I don't put too much, in my opinion, because it needs space to blend, right? So I think I use like an adequate amount, but I always like can tell when I blend it out, because then it's not spreading how I want. And with this, you have to kind of blend quickly because it starts to set, and it's kind of like a pain in the butt to blend. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's older. I've had it for quite some time and I need to get a new one, but this stuff's like a pain in the butt once it starts drying. Now that that is done, and I am somewhat satisfied with how that turned out. Before I use Shape Tape, I used to use between Honey and Caramel and the Fenty sticks. But I tend to like the liquid more than those cream sticks, but I still use it every now and then. Next I use the Golden by Kat Von D for my under eye setting. And I do have some other ones that I haven't used yet that I would love to use, but I just haven't gotten around to open it. But I will once I get this foundation in on Wednesday. I have to do like another video for you guys so you can see it, because that foundation is hard to match when you're looking online and at other people's videos. So I just put some on the light side of the little sponge, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and set under my eyes. And everywhere I just put that concealer. And then I don't leave mine sitting for too long because I'll get this like caskety look. So I just brush it off. And I don't like to use a lot actually. This is probably like the most I've used. I like to just put it on and just, you know, not have a lot of product to swap away. So that's it for that. So now I feel like we have like a really good starting base canvas to work with. So next we will do our eyebrows. I used to use this pencil. It was just a Revlon Color Stay out of Walmart. I love this pencil. I've been to Walmart a bajillion times and have yet to replace it because I keep forgetting. But I don't know, this pencil was like life for me. And I have every brow product known to man, I think, just about. But that goes to show that just because something is expensive doesn't mean it's like the best thing out there for you, because that was relatively inexpensive. I think that was like $6. So for brow, I use this Dip Brow Pomade in the color Dark Brown from Anastasia. Got this at Sephora, who I believe is closed today or was closed one of these days for re-education training. I don't do anything like super fancy with my brows. There are some ladies who are like brow wizards, but you know, if I had the time and patience, I'll take that back. I have the time, I just don't have the patience to sit there and make it look like God himself came and hand plucked my eyebrows. So what I do is I just like go for the more bohemian-ish look. And I just fill them in, really. I over pluck my eyebrows because when I forget, sometimes these things grow like wolves. So luckily I don't have a problem growing brows. What I have a problem with is just remembering to pluck my brows so I don't look like Wolverine. So that's kind of really all I do. I mean, I don't do anything, like I say, fancy. I just follow the line of my eyebrow. This isn't like, you know, professional makeup of the forever people. This is just like what I do. Not even in a rush. Have like nowhere to be. Well, I have class this evening, but I'm not sure I'm gonna wear all of this. I sit in the back in Google, Facebook, and I play this game Confetti. So yeah, this is just kind of what I do. I just outline my eyebrows and just keep it pushing because I'm not looking for perfection. No one in the world is perfect. I'm just looking for a good symmetry and a good full brow. So that's all I got for that. So now to the main event. Well, the main event for me is highlighter, but to the main event of these palettes, because I like to live in a very safe world with a very safe color scheme palette. And I have so many palettes for me not to utilize it. So in the spirit of Juvias Pallett this week, because I am getting the foundation and concealer. But here it is. She is beautiful. Yes, she is. It is hot in this bathroom. Yes, it is. But here are the colors. So without me like being a makeup guru that I am, I'm just gonna take my crayon case brush, which I love, and Katsina, which is like this transition powder. And from my understanding, transition powder is just one that closely matches your skin, because when you go to blend out the bolder colors, you want it to blend smoothly into your skin and not have like this big contrast, unless that's what you were going for. But I know unless you're like a makeup artist or, you know, one of the influencers on YouTube, most people want theirs to blend out. And they always ask, like, you know, what's a good palette to start off with? What is transition color? All this and that. That's my understanding. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. And so I always like mine to just naturally blend into my skin. So I feel like Katsina in this palette is like what's closely resembling my skin. Maybe do like some Jamila, maybe right here. This one, I'm kind of feeling this one. So let's do Jamila. I'm gonna use the same brush because I've already dipped it in there and I didn't get a new brush. And if we're gonna keep it all the way funky 100 fresh, I do that a lot, so whatever. This palette does not come with a mirror, so I'm going to lightly stipple that on there because I don't know the color payoff this thing has. So we are going to look at that together. It is bold, I'll give it that, but it's not like super, on the first pass, super pigmented. I mean, it's pigmented, but it could be darker, you know what I mean? It would definitely look better with some primer or that Fix Studio Plus spray. But for the sake of subtle, I'm not putting that on there. And I will kind of layer that back on there. From what I'm trying to do today, this will work perfectly. And then we will get the other eye. You could kind of see like it is bleeding down my face. Like, and now it's smearing, so don't do that. But luckily, I know how to fix that. So now that we have like a good orange base, next I'm going to do like Sokoto right here with the same brush because it's just like a brighter Jamila, and I'm just gonna kind of go like around it to brighten it up a bit, just on the edges, and blend that out into my transition color. See kind of what I'm doing? And I'm not doing too much because I don't want this to be super bold. So next I'm gonna take Chad, which is a black, which is kind of freaking me out a little bit because it is so dark, but I kind of want this to smoke down in the corner, but I don't want it to go like super black, but I do want it to kind of like smoke out. So I'm gonna try to work this crease and salvage this look. But this eye is like not cooperating. I'm gonna be super mad if I have to scrap this video. Like, that's 21 minutes of my life that I will not get back. But even if, I'm gonna upload it. You know what? I'm gonna upload it because even if it doesn't turn out great, you'll learn something from me. And going with Iman and hit this corner and hit this corner. I kind of like it, to be honest. Like, I don't know what I was going for in my mind. It looked a little different, but it's working for me like right now. I'm gonna take just a smidge each of this foundation, put it back on this beauty blender, and try to go over this like fallout of orange on my face. So next we are just going to grab my favorite eyeliner of the moment, this Marc Jacobs. And I'm not gonna make like a super fine line, but I just go across. I'm not one of those people who can just close my eyes. I'm not pulling on my eyelid, but I'm just holding it down. And then I just sort of cat eye it. That actually, like the eyeliner pulled it together. It saved it, because for a moment I was panicking. I love this. So if I was going somewhere, I would either put on some mascara, leave it how it is, or put on these eyelashes, which I really think would like kind of hide some of the blending issues and like really make this kind of have a more dramatic effect. So with that being said, last but not least, I'm going to try some new Beauty Bakery highlighter. Kind of shake it up because I put a hole in it. And this is the Illuminator. And it just says baking tips, lightly dust your cheeks or brow and glow. And this is the packaging. This is the cutest thing. I remember before this thing even launched, it had like some good promo, and I couldn't wait. I kind of forgot about it, but then I came back and remembered, and I love it. So like, love the packaging. I've kind of tried a little bit off the cap, but not a lot. So this is how it looks when it comes. I've only put like a tiny hole in it because I don't want it to get everywhere. But I put it on like this little angled brush. And holy moly, I'm blinding you. I am blinding you. I'm gonna put some on the tip of my nose just because. And my forehead, because like, why not at this point? Yes. And mind you, that was like not even a pinch of this product. Not even. But look at that. Look at that. You can see me from space with this highlight. Yes. And today we are going to use this Fenty black lipstick. I love black lipstick, you guys. I love, 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 love. So this thing is like super liquidy. All right, we will let that dry down. And once it is, we will come back and I will put a little bit of that Beauty Bakery illuminating highlighter on top of the lipstick to just sort of give it that extra shine. All right, so we are back. I did end up putting 2 layers of the Fenty down just because I like a really dark lipstick, and so now I feel like it's giving me the dark color that I like. I'm gonna still take this Beauty Bakery, barely any product, and just tap the center where I feel like it's going to give me the most eye play. All right, guys, so we are done. Here is the final look with the bathroom light. I'm just in love with this highlighter. I don't know why I haven't like tried it before now, because I just want it to last forever because the packaging is just so beautiful. But this thing is blinding. It gives me like Fenty vibes. I don't know. What do you guys think? So we are outside of my bedroom. This is what it actually looks like in lighting. So I feel like the bathroom doesn't really do it justice because I feel like this is gorgeous. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling it a little bit. Just a little teeny tiny bit. Well, thank you guys for tuning in with my little trial and error experiment on this Juvias palette, the Saharan once again. Through some trial and errors, I figured out kind of how to handle bright colors, especially when it comes to my skin, because any color that comes off on my skin like rubs and you can see it. So I definitely learned some little tidbits this afternoon. I did thoroughly enjoy today's tutorial-ish, trial and error, and I can't wait to get my Juvia's Place foundation and concealer and show you guys which one I got. I think I just got one foundation and 2 concealers, or 2 foundations and 1 concealer and a palette. And so, anyway, I'm trying to think like, dang, did I really get all that stuff? I did. I hope to see you in my next video where I do a little bit better job, because I am going to do it in colors that I am more comfortable with, and my makeup comes out bomb. And I'll have my ring light, so, you know, stay tuned for that. Bye.